Welcome to the Digital Talk Show with Arwa. I'm Arwa, your host, and I'm a freelancer. And every week I bring on some amazing guests on my podcast who are killing it in the online world. We bring on guests who have started their journey as a beginner and are now making some big cash months through freelancing, blogging, or any other online sources. Welcome to the Digital Talk Show with Arwa. We have an amazing guest named Michelle Thames. She is an award-winning blogger turned online business and marketing strategist. She teaches entrepreneurs how to get their business visible, how to attract more clients, and how to monetize and scale by leveraging marketing and social media. So she has also been a social media influencer and business owner since 13 years. So welcome, Michelle, and tell us more about yourself.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me. I am Michelle Thames. Yes, I'm an online business and marketing strategist. And yeah, I started as a natural hair influencer here on the social media internets, as I like to call it. I started a blog and I just wanted to share my story with more women about how to care for their natural hair. And it turned into so much more. I got the opportunity to work with some amazing brands and travel the world and do all these things. And I'm like, oh, this is a hobby that I can turn into profit, right? It's a passion that turned into a profit. And so I was able to work for one of the largest hair care and beauty brands to help them build a solid social media and marketing foundation and basically digital marketing foundation to their business. They were a startup. And so I got to really work on the brand side as well to help another business build and really build community, because that's what it's all about, is building community. So I was able to help them do that. And then I decided that I wanted to help more people. So me and my husband started a social media agency where we now help business owners to build their brand stories, to help them with the marketing campaigns. And then, of course, I still am a blogger, creator, and influencer, and I have programs and memberships and teaching people social media. So that's a little bit about me.
Awesome. So many freelancers are stuck by, growing their business or having they cannot take up more clients. So what do you suggest to them? Like, how should they go about that problem?
Yeah, I really think it's about time management. So I also was a freelancer. I did do a lot of freelance work because I was actually fired from my job back in healthcare, and I was able to do some freelance writing. And I think when it comes to having a lot of clients, you have to really focus on time management. How long does it take you to do each single task? And then say, okay, well, maybe I can take on one more client, but you really have to structure your day and really know what the project is at hand that you're working on and how much time it's going to take. So really not overwhelming yourself, but still, if it's easy for you to do something that you're an expert at and it takes you 10 minutes, well, you can have 10 clients at however much the rate is and be able to do that. So it's just really thinking about what is realistic for you when it comes to, what you do for your clients.
Absolutely. So, as a beginner freelancer, what do you suggest? Should a freelancer depend on organic marketing or on paid advertising?
So I'm definitely for organic marketing. I think that, when you get into paid marketing, that's great, but you want to build a foundation first. So yes, it's going to take some time. It's not going to be a get rich quick type of thing. It's going to take some time, but organic marketing in the beginning is best. Everything that I have done thus far for my business has been organic marketing. I have not paid for ads yet. I've thought about it, but I have not dove really deep into that. So there is success in that, but you have to be willing to say, okay, I'm going to put out some reels today about my business. I'm going to post on Instagram. I'm going to post on Facebook. I'm going to send out some emails. You have to be the one to put yourself out there. But organic marketing can draw in those people that you're looking for, because when you're working with ads, now, of course, it's a bigger market, right? And you really don't know who you're going to get then. But I believe in, and what I've done is I've attracted the people who are, they care about what I talk about and they want the services that I offer. So it's better that way and easier to convert people when you are building a community and giving or providing information. And it doesn't have to be every day. It can be, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but you're putting out that content or valuable information to help you get clients.
I think many people struggle with promoting their offers because they feel like they'll bother other people, which is a wrong mindset because social media, if you are running a business, that is the whole point of social media, to promote your offers more and more so that people know about them and then they can take help from you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, true. So, what platforms do you think are most effective in order to get clients organically?
So that really depends. It depends on, where are you currently? For me, it's definitely Instagram is my number one platform. My podcast as well is I think my number two platform, and then Facebook. But it really depends on where you are and what platform you're putting time into to see the results, because you really are not going to know if any of these platforms work for you if you are not on there for like 6 months plus. You have to look at the data to see, hey, is this really working for me? I mean, Snapchat, for instance, I didn't feel like that outlet was going to work for me business sense or business wise. So I did not choose to create content for Snapchat. But Facebook, yes, I understand how Facebook works. I have a professional Facebook page. I use it to promote my business in a way that works for me. Instagram, it's important. I mean, it's, I have the most following there and I use it to convert, but it's really, you have to look at where your customers are coming from, like even down to like the link click. So I use a all-in-one link in bio called Stan, and it allows me to look and see where people are coming from. So I can see this person clicked from Facebook, this person clicked from LinkedIn, this person clicked from here. So then you can know, okay, this is the platform that I should really focus on. So if you're getting a lot of clicks and traffic from Instagram, then you know that that's the platform that you should probably spend the most time on when it comes to looking for clients and building relationships with them.
Absolutely. I think where people struggle is that they try to focus on doing everything and then they don't analyze what is working for them, which is something that you should focus on even in the beginning. Awesome. So, what are the struggles that you faced while starting your agency, and how did you overcome
So many. So many struggles. I know that, when you're starting out, it's scary because you feel, where will my next client come from? Are they going to pay on time? Are they going to take me seriously? But I think, and this may sound cliche, but you do just have to keep going and you will learn as you go, because there's so many things that I messed up on, like even in my contracts. That's a main thing. Make sure that you always have contracts with your clients. Do not work without a contract. Somebody can say or do anything and not pay you or something like that. And that's not worth it, right? So, and even if you're on a platform like Fiverr or, Upwork, you still want to make sure that everything is in place, because you do not want to end up with, things that are just not good. But the issues that I faced helped me to, redo some processes. Maybe it's like, okay, your onboarding process wasn't tight enough and you let some clients through that you probably shouldn't have. So tightening up on that or asking more questions in the beginning to make sure that the project is right for you, I think is important. And, you're not for everybody. So know that it just may not work out with some people, but that's okay. And we are all learning and growing as people. So that shouldn't be something to beat yourself up over about, because we're all going to make mistakes. I'm sure, I hope I don't hire any more clients that are not a good fit, but it can happen, right? Because things happen, but you grow from those experiences and you learn. So I've taken all of those experiences, because it's been a lot. And I've said, okay, now the processes have changed. I looked at things differently and was able to assess them from that point.
Awesome, awesome. Also, the next thing is like many people struggle with hiring other people while they are starting out an agency. So, how did you go about that?
Yeah, so I actually found I found my people on social media. I think the hiring process, when you do a Zoom call or whatever type of call with the person, you really want to see if they are a right fit. Like, you don't have to ask the cookie cutter questions that come on the, interview question. This is your business. If your agency, how you want to run it. So you want to ask this person questions that are going to be relevant to what they're going to be doing in the role, see if they're the right person. But I definitely screen the people, and you give them a trial period. Hey, we have 3 months. Let's see how this works out. And if it does work out, we can definitely keep rolling. I have a small but mighty team, and we've been working together for over 2 years now. So I think that is a really good indication of, number one, someone who has good leadership skills, because you have to be able to be a people person. If you want someone to continue to help you in your business and grow, you have to be a good person and offer that person help and have an open line of communication. So I'm very proud of that in our agency, that we have worked with one of our contractors for 2+ years. It's been amazing, and we're about to actually hire more people. So I'm going to go back to that process to figure out, the best fit people for the roles that we're seeking now. So I think it's about really asking the questions that are important, like that will really benefit your business. It doesn't have to be like everybody else's, but it should match what you're looking for.
Awesome, awesome. So that was a great answer, and I definitely recommend having systems and processes in place, because people do get overwhelmed by all those things. So I recently was scrolling on your Instagram page, and I loved it. Like, so much of value you have provided. So one of the things that I saw was you had like 100K downloads for your podcast. So tell us more about your podcast journey as well.
Yeah, so my podcast is the Social Media Decoded podcast, and I created it in 2020 while, the world was shut down. I said, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to build this, because I've always wanted to host like a radio show or have my own show. So I said, this is the right time. And I just started it. I recorded episodes, and I just kept going. And I want to say, 100,000 downloads, that's a major accomplishment, but there was times when nobody downloaded it, but I had to keep going. I had to keep creating the content and just keep showing up. And I did just that. I did not deter from what the focus of my podcast was, the structure, how I wanted it to go. I stuck with it, and I have a specific podcast strategy. My episodes are very short, straight to the point, maybe 7 minutes. My interviews, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to the most. It is straight to the point, where there is no fluff. There is no stories. I mean, there's stories, but it's a part of the episode, but it's not like just random things. It is no fluff. And I stuck to that. And it's valuable tips that people can actually use, so they walk away with something. And so that's very important. So I've stuck to that for 2 years with over 100 and I think 60 something episodes, and tons of tons of interviews with amazing, social media and digital marketing experts, and business owners as well, because we also teach people how to grow their businesses as well. Maybe you're a creator, an influencer, a blogger, podcaster. We have tips that can help you in every single way. So it's been pretty awesome. I have a podcast team. I do want to say that they have helped me to elevate it even more, because now it's able to be done quicker. Everything can be turned around faster, because I found myself as the bottleneck of not posting podcast episodes, because like editing and all the things. So now I have a team to do that. So if you are in a position and you're like, oh my God, I just can't do all of this, you want to think about hiring people or a VA, someone that can help you with the things that you may not necessarily be like strong point in. And this is for freelancers, everybody, right? So I think that's what has helped my podcast grow even more, is now we're able to put out more episodes. The process is seamless, and it's just, it's repeatable, it's consistent. So that's about my podcast, and I love it so much. I love podcasting. It's like really exciting to me, and I think it's a great way to grow your business, because it's forever. It's always going to be on the internet or on the airwaves, and people can always find it.
I think podcasts as well as YouTube, these two platforms are really evergreen, and you should definitely focus on these two platforms, because not like other Instagram, it is like very trend based, and YouTube and podcasting are long form content, as well as like value packed. So I think people should focus more on these kinds of platforms. So
Definitely.
what is the one piece of advice that you would give someone who's just starting out to grow their business on social media?
Post the content. You have to just keep posting and really figuring out like what content your ideal client is looking for. You have to provide, I think, value. Like you said, when you went to my page, right? I know that in order for people to like, know, and trust me, I have to share really good information. And I have no, like, and people are like, oh, you share too much free information. But if you don't share, I don't think anybody will trust you. I want to build the trust with my potential clients for them to know that, well, she knows what she's talking about because I've seen it consistently in all of her posts. She talks about social media. She talks about marketing. She talks about business, podcasting, all the things. Oh, she can help me do all of that. So you really want to showcase your expertise and don't hold back. If you're good at something, that's good. Then you will get those clients and you will knock it out the park. If you're good at writing and that's what you're freelancing with, or you do podcast editing, you can, take on a lot of clients because that's your expertise. And if you're so good at it, you want to lean into that. So I think that just posting on social media and sharing valuable information that people can use, and not being, too, we get in our heads and we, what will people think? I think you just have to post the content so that you start getting those clients.
Absolutely, absolutely. So tell us, like, where can people find you online and connect with you?
Yes, you can connect with me on Instagram. My Instagram is Michelle L. Thames, my name. And definitely check out the podcast and let me know how you like the podcast, the Social Media Decoded podcast. But I spend a lot of my time on Instagram. I'm trying to get TikTok together, but I don't know. It's scaring me. But Instagram is definitely an amazing place. And also Facebook, if you want to follow me on Facebook, Michelle Thames.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much again for doing this podcast with me. It was an honor to take an interview with you.